You're welcome back. You know, the Japa wind is blowing everywhere. In fact, there is this list of students from a school in Washington that's been trending. And in the entire department, it's all Nigerian students. It's been funny. Everybody seems to be running away from the hometown. And yet, there are a few people who have been outside and discovered that, wow, there is no place like home, and they're coming back. So we have a beautiful question this morning. We want to find out, these people in diaspora, what are their links to home? How can they help people at home? I've been just to Japa and forget. These are things we're going to find out this morning.
And also considering the fact that when you look at statistics, international remittances to Nigeria continues to account as one of the largest family helps that you record in Nigeria. And economists will say that its investment, its direct impact on the economy continues to rise in Nigeria. I want to ask that question: how can we ensure that not just for family usage, but these investments are also coming in a way that Nigerians and those at home will benefit from the Anambra in diaspora, Nigerians in diaspora. And that is why this morning we'll be looking at Anambra in diaspora and development of the homeland. How do we develop Anambra State? How would the Anambra in diaspora contribute to this effort?
And with us today we have Prince Neville Uchendo. He is the Transmission Committee Chairman of Orumba North Local Government Area. Anambra South Local Government Area, of Anambra State. So you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And in case if you don't know, he is also popularly called the Mayor of Atlanta. This is a title given to him by Nigerians in Atlanta. So when we're talking about diaspora, I think you're speaking to authority.
Yeah, and also authority in the direction that he is now involved in local and grassroots administration.
Yes.
So
he has jabbed and he has returned.
He has returned. So he is going to combine this experience of both places to see how we can maximize these opportunities. Let's begin to ask the question, having been in Atlanta and now as an administrator at the local government level in Nigeria, how would you balance the experiences so far?
The experiences is very, very versatile. First of all, I will thank the governor of Anambra State. I find it worthy for me to be one of the transition chairmen so that I can support those things that I've been doing overseas, Atlanta precisely, in Anambra State. So leadership is leadership. It's when you don't have the right person on top. That is when we have problems. But I can tell you that people in diaspora that are hungry to come home and invest. Their only worry is about security.
Okay, go on.
Okay. So if I can tell you a little bit about the experiences both here and there, it's common in anything we are doing. Because what you are doing here is the same thing we are doing here. The only difference is that security is the problem and our government is not constant.
Okay.
Most of them don't tell their citizens the truth. And when you say the truth, most of the psychopaths will try to bury you alive. So sometimes people play in the same color and thinking that that is the way forward. But the way I'm seeing things now and the way people in overseas are talking about Anambra precisely, I think we are getting there, and I hope that solution, as is our motto right now, is there, and we are going to succeed.
I'm really very happy you're very optimistic about how we're going to succeed. You know, I would like to look at the fact that currently there is this new wave. I'm sure that when you traveled out, the wave was not as bad as this. Now people are selling their lands just to Japa. It's like people are losing hope on their homeland. People feel like it can never really get better. I don't think I can ever make it in this country. Let me go out. Now you've been out there, and then the funny thing is we still get to see videos of people out there who will say, don't come home. It is not this juicy on this side though. So I really want to know, is the grass as green as we're seeing it over there? Like, is it really... is that place heaven? Because people are painting the picture of once you get there, you must make it. Does everybody there make it? Or are there really people there who are still struggling like we are here?
That's how I'll first of all jump on that question. Is every day body there makes it? No.
Okay.
The same way we have people that is not doing well in Nigeria, in the same way we have people that is not doing well in overseas. There's no two ways about that. If you are not struggling, if you are not working hard anywhere you are, you remain the same person you are.
Oh.
Sometimes that place doesn't change. The only thing is that the welfare, when you are homeless or whatever, there's a place government will assign to go and eat, but that doesn't mean that you are not a beggar. A beggar, you see, I tell you one thing. I live in the city of New York for a very long time. Before I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, I live there, where that place is the highest concentration of minorities. And when I talk about minorities, it's regarded as black, Hispanic, all those Mexicans and all those immigrants. So it's called Bronx, New York, and Brooklyn. I was here. I survived. They say that there's one slang we use over there. They say that if you can't survive in New York, you can't survive anywhere in the world. That is where the whole hustling is all about. Struggle and be somebody. So, but still, people are homeless. When I mean people are homeless, they don't have any place, they don't have any shelter. Some people sleep on the railroad. Some people sleep in anywhere. But people here in Nigeria are waiting for them to come back, waiting for them to send them Western Union to better their life here. They don't even know that their brothers that they are talking about is in pain, is going through things. You see, I wish the visa is free to overseas. I'm not talking only America.
So everybody will go and see.
I wish the visa is true so that everybody will go there and witness and come back and compare that there's no place like home. So people, we're talking about waves of these things, people running and whatever. Let me be honest with you. The earlier we try to get it right in your state, in Anambra, the better for them. I can tell you that a lot of them
want to come back.
They're not even want to come. They're hungry to come back. Honestly, if the environment can be very okay for them, they will be back.
Okay, but really, there are, beyond the people who are struggling to make it also, there are Nigerians who have made it. And some of them are formed maybe expert groups. There are associations, town union associations over there. You are mayor of Atlanta, the leader of blacks and the Igbo in Atlanta. How can governments in Nigeria begin to maximize the opportunities or the organization of some of these diaspora associations to attract, not just to have contact with these people and have them invest in their homelands?
Thank you. That was very good. You see, that is where Nigeria will try. Okay. That's where they have to make that contact. I could remember that one gubernatorial candidate in Afghana in Enugu State, Frank, okay, I think Frank, he came to Atlanta during the time he was a minister. He addressed us in a civic hall, and everybody was happy. If such a thing can be happening, your brother are lost, kind of. Somebody can go, sit them and tell them that all those things you are hearing in television, you are hearing by phone, it's not like that. There's somebody that used to call me every day and say, Mayor, what are you still doing in Nigeria? Okay, because you're a local government chairman, do you think that you cannot? I told that person, that place I'm staying is the main base of all those things and nothing will happen. If God does not guide the city, the security man is guiding him there.
It's true.
So think home. Don't get scared. And I want government to help us also. Like when I played with the governor, because when we are doing campaign, we had a Zoom, interaction with the governor all over the world. I flew up back to Atlanta to organize my people. We are all over, even Victor, everybody was there when he was with us. So he interacted with all the diaspora and they're all happy. As a result of that, one of the diaspora, because I'm deputy director, diaspora outreach that time, while the current chief of staff now is the director. So you can see the synergy between us and the overseas for Odenibu, the governor of Anambra State, Mr. Governor, to make somebody that lives in overseas his chief of staff. That shows that the relationship is very, very good.
Okay, I'd like to look at I don't know, this morning, Japa, the word Japa has been in my tongue.
It's always in the tongue of everyone.
Okay, so
we even read someone related to that on the headline this morning.
Okay, so I would like to ask, now when Nigerians go out, some of them get to sell their parents' property, some of them get to sell the only source of landmark they have just to be able to afford to travel out. So my question is, now I don't want to look at, you've already painted a picture of people who go there and they don't make it. I would like to look at the picture of the people who go there and they make it. How can they invest in their families? How can they invest in their communities? Now you're a local government chairman. And so I'm sure that in your local government, there are villages where you get to find out that these people actually have big people staying abroad, and but you can't see the impact in the community. So the question now is, if Oluchia eventually japa, or maybe the person watching us eventually japa, because the wind is blowing everybody. If I eventually japa, or maybe the person watching us eventually japa, how can we help the hometown? Now I'm talking about family and the community. If I go there and I make it, where should I invest? How should I invest? We've had stories of people who will go there, make it, and maybe through one of their brothers be sending money to build house. At the end, the brother will use it and build his own house. So the question is, as someone that has been over on the other side, and now you're here on this side, not just that you're here, you're actually now a local government leader. How can you advise people who japa and eventually get to make a better living for themselves? How can they change the lives of their family and their community over here?
Thank you. I'll first of all jump on that selling properties and selling land to go over there. Most of them that sold those things and went over there, some of them are failures. And they are ashamed to come back because the only property they have sold it. So that is another big problem, that they don't come back. Most of the people that made it is people that even somebody helped them to go over there. But let me be honest with you. Making it in overseas depends what you want and the kind of friends you meet over there. If you meet a taxi driver, he will introduce you to taxi. If you meet a doctor, he will introduce you to go and read more. If you meet somebody that is a nurse, that is, well, in that case, that is what our women does over there, nursing. And they're doing well. Making it in overseas
is
difficult, but once you are disciplined and you know your target, you know what you want, you can make it. The only thing that will make you not to make it in overseas is that you will chase this one. If you can't get it, you go the other one. Sometimes you fall out to bad gangs, bad friends, bad influence. And once you miss that track,
you've lost it.
To correct something in America is very hard. Once you're homeless, to get back is very difficult unless you put extra effort.
Okay, so if you make it, how can you invest back?
Thank you. If you make it in America, it's very, very simple. If you have a trustworthy relations
That's the
over
problem.
here. I use the word trustworthy because most of the people, I'm a victim and I've been there, done there, I know what the time is. You see, the people in Nigeria thought that those people over there are babies. They don't even know. Sometimes when you talk to them, they say, you are talking because you know overseas, you don't understand anything.
Yankee boy.
Forgetting that we started here. I used to tell them that Mayor started here before I traveled to overseas. How come you think that because you remain in Nigeria, you have better knowledge than me? They are, by right, my own supposed to supersede their own. I joined the experience of Nigeria and that of that one, and it equals to wisdom. So what I'm trying to say is this. If you don't have a trusted brother or relations over here, whatever you are sending without supervision is nonsense. Do you know that some of these people will send money for them to build a house? A relation will go and snap another building that is ongoing, be sending to the brother because he knows that that brother is not coming back. And we'll be telling the brother that they're killing, they're doing this, that to scare him more away. I wish there be certain orientation. I wish. I will talk to my brothers when I go.
And that is
that scare them away. Tell them more everything.
That which is where I wanted to come in.
Which witch?
The witch. He said the witch is that there are sensitizations, and that's why I wanted to come in. Look, looking at this thing, when you send to family members, it is unstructured. Is there a way that local government administrations, state government administration have an avenue for local investments where the Anambra and Diaspora, maybe let me say, I'm from a community in Orumba South, maybe a Zira, and I want to invest in a pure water company that will also employ several people. Is there a way that such investment can be done? The government will be a recipient of such remittance and then implement, and maybe I'll monitor or have a CSO, that's civil society organization, that will monitor the implementation of that project till it comes to fruition. Because the truth is, when you think that someone might not even have to leave his base there just to come here to supervise an investment is making, is there a way that the local government system can look into it and help Diaspora, Anambra and Diaspora to invest and invest safely?
Yes, there's a way. One is that when you involve the local government, you know, local government is the third tier of the government. It's because everybody comes to Oka every time. Most of the thing that is in Oka is in local government. For example, Ministry of Agriculture. In my own local government, we have a very big land where we have a agricultural settlement and animal production and stuff like that. Somebody in overseas can engage local government that I want to bring this type of thing back home. How are we going to do it? It's very simple. In that case, supervision is coming both sides, from relation and from the government. And if anything happens, we hold the government responsible, and holding government responsible is better than holding somebody some of them who don't even have address, that can even, when they heard that you are coming back, they will just travel. You'll be looking for them without anything. So it's very, very important, and they are hungry to do that. The only thing is that, like we said, somebody need to educate them and tell them, so that let them have that confidence with governments. They want to. They're eager to. They have the money. Most of them have the money to invest. They love Africa. You know, when we go over there, we don't talk about Nigeria. The white people look at us as Africa. Some of them thought that Africa is one country, including Ghana, Nigeria, all those things. So please, they are eager, but we need government to educate them very well.
Do you have a supervisor in your council who is in charge of diaspora affairs? Is there someone?
Right now, no. Okay. They don't have such in local, in our, I don't know if they have in another local government. But in my own local government, we don't have, unless we are going to create one.
But have you thought about you with your capacity? Maybe you have such discussions with Ndorumba in diaspora, Ndorumba in US, Ndorumba in UK, also such arrangements.
Yeah, I have discussed with one of, I think he's in Kenya. He is expert in fishery.
Wow.
He traveled all over Africa, overseas, to teach them how to that the fishery is his job. Do you understand? We have such a person, and it's from Orumba, Ezira. We have the best person that live partially in overseas and here, that is the best in piggery. It's a PhD holder, one somebody, and they go there, go to another country to do something that we need here, because nobody talks to them. Nobody wants to invest with them. If these people know that somebody can protect their project or their investment, they will invest. And this thing you are saying now, how we look into it, somebody in the local council thinking about diaspora, talking to their brothers over there, come and invest. Because your investment is another thing that will bring you home.
Exactly.
Your investment, because the anything you're thinking, where this thing is,
where your mind is where your body is.
So
Yes, exactly.
I think that's a very good thing that I have to reason with.
Okay, I would like to look at one negative thing that you mentioned, and that is the fact that you see people in the hometown benefit from scaring those people in diaspora away from home. Yes, I know they are good people, but I also have heard a lot of stories. I think it was last week I was reading a story of a woman who was actually the person who volunteered information about her in-law to kidnappers. You get, and as soon as the person landed in the country, they picked the person up. Now, this is Christmas season. Soon, people who have events that they must come back to, people who have not seen home for a while, will decide that I'm coming back. As a local government chairman, you have access to all the community leaders in your local government, for instance. And you also have access to other local government chairmen who have access to community leaders. Is there a way that sensitization that you're saying will benefit people from over there? Have you thought of maybe having a sensitization at the local level here to make these people at the local level understand what their brothers are passing through there, and understand that it will be a privilege for them if these people come back once in a while to have a touch with home so that they can help them further? Like, is there a plan for sensitization for this Christmas, especially now that people will be coming back to the hometown and the place is not so secured as it used to be before?
Yes, that's a very, very good thing. If I tell you that I have such plan, I'm lying to you. I don't have. But it's a very good suggestion. And I will work on it. Because first of all, you have to make somebody understand that if you come home, your life is secured.
Yes.
Which our governor is trying by. He's trying to make this place a livable place. So I will look into that direction. I will have a meeting with my councillors and everybody and tell them, stop scaring these people away.
Yes.
Because everybody wants to live, nobody wants to die. So if you are scaring them away, because you can't tell them, there's a lot of good things that happen in Nigeria.
And they don't tell
but they don't tell that one. But once they are spam, kill, every time, I asked one of my friends one time, have you ever called me and said that you heard that we are sharing palm seed, doing this, trying to create a very good environment for agriculture, this, that, that. Does it mean that good things are, look at, government is flagging off rules everywhere so that it will be comfortable for us. Now, they will not come in to ask that. But if somebody dies, there's a time when I used to do that. Let me give you one day thing, clip. When I was in Atlanta, every time they call me around 5, 4 a.m., this person died, this person. I called them. I used to think like them. I called them one day. I warned my sister that time. Stop calling me and telling me this person died, that I'm not an undertaker. So I'm not an undertaker. Why calling me every day to tell me that somebody died? Does it mean that we have never given birth in our community since that time? Yeah. How many people that have given birth that you told me, but you'll be calling me every time this person? I am not an undertaker. Please, if you call me again, I will stop answering your phone. That one end. He started giving me good news so that I'll be happy. It's not that if I want to sleep. So our people will start giving these people good news the governor is doing. In all honesty, with the plan of our governor, let's be honest, if we implement all these things, Nigeria and Anambra State will be a livable place.
Thank you very much, Prince Neville Uchendo, the Transition Committee Chairman, Orumba South local government area. He is also mayor of Atlanta. Ndibo gave him that title to acknowledge his efforts in ensuring there is peace and harmony in the Nigerian and Igbo community in Atlanta. One night the number, you've been involved. Thank you very much for joining us on the weekend show this morning.
Thank you. Just feel free. Feel free to call me anytime, any day. In fact, this is part of that sensitization we are talking about, and trying to educate these people that home is better than everywhere. So you call me on this type of matter, I will be here to answer you and tell you more. Because I will only tell you the truth and not about truth.
Thank you. All right, I want to also use this opportunity to thank the governor for bringing somebody like you on the boat, because we need people like this who can actually contribute, put their mindset together to ensure that wherever you are as a Nigerian, as Anambra, you will feel at home. You don't just have to be sitting here in the motherland for you to feel at home. And I also want to use this opportunity to speak to whoever is watching us and to beg you, please, 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 no matter what you do, just understand that people over there are really struggling and hustling so hard to ensure that every kobo they bring down home, it was worked for and it should be appreciated.
Yes.
All right, let's take you now over to our news desk for the breakfast news at 8. Join us. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks.
No, hearing them now.